SteamWorld Dig is a highly polished little gem that developer Image & Form has thankfully blessed PC gamers with the opportunity of playing. Originally released on the 3DS, the new version was beefed up for a proper PC release with HD visuals and a full suite of Steam features like achievements, trading cards, and cloud saves. It must be noted that this is actually Image & Form's first PC release as well, so congratulations to them on putting out a solid PC version. The game has you playing as a steam-powered robot named Rusty who takes over his uncle's mine, only to find out that the poor bot has kicked the bucket. Naturally, Rusty takes his mining pick and follows in his uncle's footsteps by being the local miner for a town that is in great need of a replacement. The gameplay of SteamWorld Dig is very simple yet very hooking. It's like a few parts Metroid and a little bit of Terraria with some Dig Dug sprinkled on top. As the new local miner, the townsfolk need you to start gathering precious metals and gems for them. Almost right away you start heading down into the mine, digging away with your new pickaxe looking for ore nodes. The underground is tile-based similar to Terraria, so you'll be breaking away at large squares of dirt, rocks, and ore. When you've filled your limited inventory, you can head back to the surface and sell your goodies in town. If you've gone too deep underground, you may want to bring a teleporter with you to head back up, although there are pre-built ones in the mine at various locations. The money you earn in the game can be spent at one of many shops, which you will unlock as you progress through the game. These shops are run by quirky characters that sell numerous upgrades and consumable items to help you out, such as lanterns and ladders. I love how many upgrades there were in the game, as it gives players an option to pick what sounds coolest to them in each playthrough. The shops are not the only place Rusty can get upgrades though. Similar to the Metroid series, you will find special platforms while exploring underground that give Rusty a new technology ability. These abilities typically allow you to access a spot you weren't able to before. Examples of these include sprinting, a steam-powered drill, and the ever-so-popular video game skill, the double jump. You'll never have to wait too long to get the next upgrade too, as the game provides them to you at a nice pace. On your way down, you will go through 3 distinct-looking areas. I don't want to spoil these, but if you've watched any of my videos, you may have seen them. Each area is truly unique, offering new gameplay elements and enemies. These areas are actually randomized in each playthrough as well, so it definitely encourages multiple playthroughs. While exploring in these underground areas, you will come across underground caves. Unlike the base underground, these caves are pre-built puzzle locations for Rusty to solve. A lot of these had some clever puzzle designs and I really enjoyed completing them. It's within these caves that you can find new technology upgrades, as well as other goodies. The difficulty I felt was about the right level. A lot of the time it felt perhaps a bit too easy, but I did have my fair share of sudden deaths from huge explosions and falling rocks. The penalty of death is losing 50% of your gold and dropping all your precious ore in a bag on the ground. If you manage to head back down to that spot, you can actually grab it. I have to note that the platforming controls are pretty much perfect in my opinion. The jumping and movement controls feel spot on. In some platforming games, these controls can feel even a little off and it hampers the overall experience. Props to Image & Form for joining the ranks of Nintendo when it comes to platforming controls. Before I knew it, I reached the end of the game. You can expect a playthrough to last anywhere between 3 to 5 hours depending on your speed, although completionists could definitely spend a few hours beyond this. Unfortunately, there is only one boss in the game, which you'll fight at the game's conclusion. This boss fight, however, was quite unique and fun to fight. It would have been cool to see a boss themed after the other 2 areas as well, and maybe we can expect more awesome bosses in SteamWorld Dig too. The game looks absolutely stunning in HD. Not only that, but the framerate is a silky smooth 60 frames per second. It's hard to imagine that this game was originally on the much smaller screen, less powerful 3DS. They did a tremendous job fancying it up for the PC release. I really dug the soundtrack as it had a western sound to it that went well with the game's overall theme. The sound effects were great too, as you actually sounded like the hunk of metal you are when hitting the ground. The clank of your mining pick and the grinding sound of your drill were satisfyingly spot on too. I can easily recommend purchasing SteamWorld Dig to just about any gamer, and especially those who love Metroidvania and mining type games. From a design standpoint, it is polished up to near perfection, although some gamers might be left wanting more in terms of content. While the game is short, it can warrant multiple playthroughs and extra gameplay time spent finding all the hidden collectibles and secrets. It must be remembered this is only our first venture into Rusty's world though, and perhaps SteamWorld Dig 2 will resolve any complaints some may have about his first game.